Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Tay Day all day, back again with another episode. You know your boy gotta drop another episode every week at least. So, thanks for you guys for listening in. Thanks for you guys that have been consistent on checking in on what I got to post every week or so. I appreciate your listening, and I hope to hear some of your comments from what you hear. You know, share your opinion. So, you know, your boy Tay Day has been out there working hard, getting myself ready for the new things to come with the new job. You know, I'll be traveling around, moving around a lot, but it's all for the greater good. So you guys will start seeing my business jump off. Just give it some time, wait on it, and it will come, and you will see it, and you guys will love what you see. Alright? Hey, so I want to talk about relationships today. Why? Because I believe it's important that people understand this. Now, this is my opinion, but I think people should understand when you are in a relationship, you should not worry about if you get cheated on or if you will get cheated on. To me, that's just a negative mindset. That's something you are anticipating on to happen. And you don't want to anticipate it because all that does is leave pessimistic ideas in your brain. So, what I'm really talking about is, now, you know, don't get me wrong. Everybody, you know, you got your limits. Your relationship, you got standards, because when you get in a relationship, you still want to impress the other person, you know? So, of course, you want to do certain things, but don't go too far out of your comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? Don't go too far out of, like, maybe not comfort zone, but don't go too far out of who, you know, what you would do for a woman or for a man, you know? Whatever you gonna do for that person, don't go too far out of it, because you gotta realize what you're doing in that first year, especially in the first few months, is things that they're going to expect you to do during your relationship, like full on. So, you know, if that person loved that you are an athlete, that you played a certain sport, and they love that sport too, that's something that they're gonna expect you to keep. You know, that's gonna keep y'all together at, you know, to an extent. Of course, you know, maybe you guys love watching sports. Cool, that's something y'all can do together forever. You know, or playing a sport, you can do that almost forever. So don't go out and try to buy somebody flowers, or, you know, buy them something, to throw a big birthday party for them every year, or, you know, doing something that you know you never done before, and you're just wilding out for that person because y'all still in that lovey-dovey phase. And oh, I love you so much. Oh, you love me too. Okay, all that bull. Forget all that. You need to just focus on keeping it within what you want, you know that you are capable of doing. And also, don't focus on spending all your damn money on somebody like you got it like that. No, because again, they're going to expect that, oh, well, this person's pockets is pretty deep. That means they got a really good job, or whatever they doing, they got money to spend, you know, they got a little extra, so they spending it on me. No, you better keep it to a limit. You know what I'm saying? Spoil them a little bit, and then cut it back, and, you know, extend it out. That way you're extending your money, you're extending your relationship, and on top of that, you're extending that love growth or that likability. So anyway, let me get on to my point about cheating. I said, don't worry about somebody cheating. Don't worry about them. If you're in a relationship, don't worry about it. Why? Because all that does is give you bad vibes. all that does is you trick yourself, because your mind is very powerful. You start tricking yourself into believing that there are signs, there's warnings. And usually this can be a friend that can bring up something, or something you've seen that can just be coincidence. But these things that happen will lead you into believing that person will cheat on you. And that's something that's a downfall of relationships. Now, the way I look at my relationships now, it's been a while actually, is that, you know what? If you cheat on me, then cheat on me. Because most people, do the research. Most people contemplate on doing these things before they just do them. Somebody either puts it in your head, or things have been going downhill or feeling downhill, or you're in a certain emotional state. It's always going to be some kind of influence when you're not in your right mind that leads people to doing things that they're not supposed to do. Why do you think 9 times out of 10, when people are in relationships and they get cheated on, the person that cheated always want to talk things over? Because 1, they feel guilty. 2, they weren't being honest. That's another big thing. They wasn't being honest with you. They wasn't being 100 with you. All that from the first place. So when you go and talk to them, and they want to talk to you about your relationship and why you did this and that, and you don't want nothing to do with them, it's because they want to make up. They want you to understand. Well, most time when you get cheated on, you're not ready to hear that type of stuff. You just want to be away from this person so you can gather yourself. You don't want to be crowded by this person. So when it comes down to cheating, that means the person hasn't been truthful with you. The person has been contemplating on doing this before, multiple times, several times, if not on the, at least a few times before they actually do it. And what I want to talk to people about, and I want both people in the relationship to think this way. If you cheat on me, oh well. You know what? Whatever you liked in me obviously wasn't enough. And 2, you wasn't the one for me. That's it. I won't chunk. That's all I would chunk it up to. I'm not gonna say that what you're doing is not, oh my gosh, you just made an accident. Da 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 da. No. Yeah, it's not really an accident. This is why I believe when somebody cheat on you, that you should break up with it. It's done relationship. It should be done. Because of the facts of that person has contemplated. That person has lied to you because they wasn't being honest. And that person never decided to communicate. Relationships are built off of communication. So if you don't communicate, then that's usually what happens. That means it ends because of lack of communication, and people get mad at one another. People, because y'all are never on the same page. You're not aware of how somebody else feels, so they hold it in, and then boom, it waits until everything blows up. So in a relationship, just don't worry about if that person will cheat. If that person cheat, it will come out. Eventually it'll come out. Or they'll leave you. That's it. And yes, your feelings, you may be growing feelings or whatever, but you're going to be able to get over it as well if you continue to think the way that I'm trying to get you guys to form that mindset. Because think about it. If you never are worried about that person cheating on you, and then when they do cheat on you, you still have your self-worth and your confidence, then when it comes down to it, that person just wasn't worthy of what you had. or y'all just wasn't a good fit. You can go talk to that person after, give it a few days, whatever the time you need, so y'all can sit down and have an actual conversation. I've done this in a relationship that I was in a 6-7 year relationship, and it ended. It's still gonna hurt. The pain is not gonna. You can't avoid that situation with how you feel the pain, because you love that person, or you really like that person. So you're still gonna go through that pain, but this way, you're not gonna have anger. You're not gonna have that tension built up in the back of your mind, where when somebody says that person's name, it brings anger, or you want to talk shit about that person. Instead, it gives you that feeling and idea of, well, I had closure. I understand now that person just found out, you know what, maybe they just want to be single. Maybe they still haven't had enough time out there, experienced enough people. Or maybe you guys just wasn't fit for each other. It's so many different influences that hit, and they hit hard. Because, if y'all going through a rough patch, or maybe you questioning your purpose in a relationship. Maybe you feel like a relationship could be holding you back from doing something. There's so many different things that will influence your relationship and your mind. And then, boom, all it takes is one or two more things that can crash down and sound so valid and so good to you, where you make that mistake without thinking. You just react. You didn't really respond to it, reply. You just reacted. And we want to avoid doing that. So, guys, please focus on what you really want in a relationship, and just listen to each other. Communication, and keep your self-worth, because no matter who you are worth it. Keep your confidence. Don't allow these insecurities to take over and decide who you will be. You will become and will have the things that you desire. All you have to do is continue bettering yourself and being the person that you want to be. If you want to make $1 million, make $1 million. If you think that you should work on your self-care, whether it's taking care of your body or your hair, it doesn't matter. If you want to fix things first, you want to leave a certain perspective before you decide that you want to be in a locked-in relationship, do you. But understand, you have to take care of yourself first. Have to. Number one is yourself. Before you have to develop this mindset before you can think the way that I'm asking you to think. I promise you, it has helped me years over, and it will help you. Okay? Thank you guys for listening in. That's all I have for you tonight. Please make sure you share this with somebody you think should listen to. Also, share your opinion with me, all right? Make sure you follow my blog and pod page on Facebook. Share, give me some comments, guys. Let me know what you think. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. Have a great night. Peace. Tay Day is out.